Yo, what's mobbing with it? Good afternoon to y'all. Good to see y'all. There's never a time I'm not going to say this, man. I'm praying that you all spend time with the Lord today, gave him your first fruits, expressed your gratitude for the people you have in your life, the things that you have. Too often we do point to the bad, and it's easy to drum it up. What's bad, I could run off a litany of stuff that's troubling me and it's bad in my life. But when it's like what's good, sometimes we got to scratch our head like, what is good? So hopefully we're being more mindful of the gratefulness, or grateful towards the blessings we have in our lives. With that said, I got a question for you today. So the question is, my man is coming home from prison soon, and we've never lived together. I kind of want to know what to expect. Great question. Really good question. I mean, you'd be crazy not to wonder what you're getting into. But I'm gonna start that by saying, first thing is, when you say my man, I'm praying that you're talking about as your husband. So I'm praying that you married. This is your husband. He's coming home. You guys are planning a life together. Beautiful thing. If not, my suggestion is to back the brakes up on that living together, get to know each other, court each other, spend some time together, learn each other's ups and downs. And the reason why I say that, because I want you to, number one, be within God's will, what he has planned for your life. But number two, it's like, and this is not being negative. This is being, practical and being somewhat analytical towards what could transpire from this relationship, considering the fact that, if however long you guys been together, we spend 15 minutes on the phone and we get along. I come up there every 2 weeks and we have a 3, 4, 5 hour visit. That's a lot different than your dude being home in your face 24/7, along with the pressures of what it take for a man coming out of prison to get on his feet. If he's been down a while, is he tech savvy? Will he have to learn all this stuff? There's so many things that are in this puzzle. So I think it's very wise. It was a great question. It's wise of you to be asking, but those are some of the things that I'd want to be alert about. When I got home, I went to San Diego. My wife at the time was living in Pomona, so I had to go to a halfway house. So I had 6 months of halfway house living that I had to do no matter what. So there was still a separation, but through it, she would come down and visit on the weekends. She would help me. I had a lot of online stuff that I didn't really know, and she was able to help me with that. But as soon as that 6 months was up, she moved down. We got a spot in San Diego because that's where I paroled to, and we moved in, and it was great. It was a learning curve. There's, she has her quirks, I have mine. Thankfully, neither of us, nothing too serious, man. We get along good. But the point is that there's gonna have to be a lot of give and take, because it's gonna be a lot different. I'm telling you, listen to me, a lot different than just the 15-minute phone call and a visit here and there. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's not to be negative, but it's just to be factual about the fact that, you're like X5 your time together. You're gonna be together all the time. So my prayer is that you stay prayed up, that the Bible, that God is in the middle of your relationship, and that's basically it, man. You're gonna have ups and downs. Hopefully, prayerfully, you have more ups than downs. If you guys are willing to work together and do it as a team, then you can save yourself a lot of trouble in that area. But yeah, it's going to be a trial by error. There's no correct answer. Everybody goes through different stuff. Everybody has different resources, things of that nature. So my prayer is that you keep God in the middle. You be ready for frustrations. There's going to be frustrations, especially if your guy been down for a minute and he really trying to figure out today's society and the way everything moves so fast, and technology, and there's a lot of things that come into play. But with God in the middle and you stay prayed up, you have a lot of patience. Assuming that you've been with your man for a minute, you already have some semblance of patience and long suffering while you wait for him while he's incarcerated. So I mean, continue to bear these fruits with him while he's out here trying to get on his feet. Be a supporter, you know, be encouraging, but also don't let him lie completely on you. You know, make sure that he's trying to, you know, trouble solve and troubleshoot, figure things out on his own as he grows, man. But and then also to help with the transition, man, to find him a good group of friends or you know, church group that he can tap into, or even if they have, you know, a local lifers meeting. I don't know if he's a lifer or what kind of prisoner he is, but something like that where he can tap in with dudes that are going through the same struggle, or if you can tap in with wives who are going in through the same struggle with their men's coming home and different things like that. So I think it's really important to press it like that. But just know, even if you guys are the type that have the visits, have the phone calls, lovey-dovey all the time, it's still a different story when it's face-to-face and it's 24/7. So keep God in the middle, but you can get this. You got this. You know, nothing I'm saying here is discouraging. It's all by way of just information, so you have something to really consider that you might not have considered in the first place. So with that said, keep it mobbing. Love y'all. Blessings.